What's up? I got my work face on. Arr, we're gonna work on this there guitar until it's not worth working on. Anyway, guys, I have to apologize. I told everybody I was gonna show you on video, some more work on this guitar, but truthfully, it was really irking me whatever it was gonna take to fix it. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go get the guitar and try to show you guys what happened, because I've already had a comment, which is awesome, man. I am so stoked that people are commenting, because I am not a Lutheran. I don't know a lot. Now, I do know that they make replacement setups for guitars, and I would have considered doing that. But the problem is, this pickup only had one tab. Somehow, some way, that worked out as a miracle, because it was this tab that was broke off. So this whole pickup side was flat. No metal, nothing. There's no plate. This side still worked, had a plate. If you remember, I don't expect everybody to remember everything I did on my 30-minute long video yesterday. I pulled out a little wood block. That block actually fit in the cavity so great that I could shove that tab into that block and shove this pickup down. And I put, y'all, I cut up a pick guard, an old nasty pick guard from the Out of This World Strat, and I used a pair of scissors and I cut, there's like, I don't know, 15 small pieces of pick guard underneath this to get to where the pickup's actually up. Because like I said, there's no tab, there's nothing you could screw it up with. Even if you got the screws to stick down into the guitar, it wouldn't pick the pickup up. Say that really fast with me. It wouldn't pick the pickup up. It wouldn't pick the pickup up. It wouldn't pick the Peter Pipe ugh. Oh boy. Anyway, has anybody seen a pickup here? I ain't hearing nobody. So, anyway, this guy's in here. I can play around, get pretty rough and ragged with it. I'm not proud. I'm really quite sad at the fact that I screwed up that piece of plastic. But that was days ago. And see, I did a pretty good job. You can't see all that white pickguard material under there. There is a lot. I probably could have put 2 more pieces. But I just really, it's a hot pickup. If it's going to work louder, then it should do it now. This guitar is a mess, guys. I'm going to get a towel and just wipe some of this crud off. I wish you could feel the neck, because it really doesn't do it justice. I wished I could take that guy to Mr. Brody, because he could rub all this stuff down. And like the nut, this is old plastic nut, and just like the other one, it's original, and I do the same tricks, and it just cuts. Being able to do those tricks is cool, but you're putting a lot of wear and tear on your guitar by doing that trick, which don't make it wrong. It just makes it a little more magical, I guess. But yeah, I literally sawed my nut in 2. Yeah, I'm glad this ain't for kids, folks. I literally sawed my nut off, or in half. Golly, guitar playing's rough. Let me get a little rag, because we're gonna change up these strings kind of quick and see if guitar time is gonna end on a positive note. I got a gig tomorrow, and it's not with my guys. It's with a wonderful fellow musician that I've played quite a few shows with. Just been a long time. Her name is Annabeth, and we need to come up with a name for the folks in the band at the time. That way, the band has like a name, because she does a lot of solo work, and I'm honored to be asked to go play. It's going to be kind of cool. I also trying to figure out what amp I should bring. I'm really thinking about bringing the Marshall, and just seeing how I really want to. It ain't played a gig, and we're gonna have a different kind of rig with her that the band has. The problem with using that is it's old. It doesn't get moved around a lot. I'm scared it's gonna break. I don't have the money to fix it. It would absolutely wreck me in two to have to either sit on a broken amp for a long time and come up with the money to fix an amp that's broken, which, keep in mind now, it's not a tube. That's not a tube amp that I'm using in this show, if you want to call it a show or channel. It's just a valve state. Now, I got a combo for sale on Facebook. It's 212. It's $280. I want it so bad, because then I have me a 212 working gig of this amp that I've really grown fond of. The only thing I got to worry about is its piece. It could be. Most of these are 20 years old now. 25. Well, she ain't perfect. This guitar will never be perfect. This guitar was an afford-a-board, because it was. It's just a couple pieces of plywood glued together, probably. Just the weirdest purple. It don't have a case. I think the dents are character. A guitar like this should be celebrated as a user's instrument, I do want to get a real one, before wood becomes unobtainium. Every year, a guitar that you like goes up $100 or more, especially if you want, nicer appointments. If you're thinking about buying that special guitar, you kids, I say you kids, you younger folks that are, coming out and want to work. I've got a friend that comes over here, his name's EJ. He's already planning on buying this and that. I respect that, because by the time he's my age, it won't be $3,000 for an Epiphone, for a Gibson. It's going to be $3,000 for a G10 or a Geo Ibanez, and Dean might not even survive what's going to happen. Look at what we're all dealing with. Oh, I don't even want to go down that road. I don't even want to talk about it. But you get what I'm saying, you need to learn how to grow your collard greens now, folks. They're making it harder and harder for people to even just grow corn. Think about that. Corn is something that we eat to get full. It doesn't really digest. But now we're using it to make fuel. What's more important? Don't ask my opinion, because there are some folks somewhere along this chain of events that just and it ain't just ones at the top. I don't know. It's just time to change the strings, man. deal with all this crud and mud. You know, I shouldn't even get this talking about that stuff. This is about guitars. Never really told anybody. I use nines. Sorry, I had a stroke. Just get hung up sometimes. It's D'Addario. What is it? Extra lights. I am not sponsored. I love that. I love these by the box. All these people that's got to have coated strings and stuff. I guess that's great. You own 10 guitars? I ain't got $300 to string up guitars every year. This costs, you know, it'll be $75 next year to string guitars. They used to be $39.95 and you get like 12 sets. 12 sets. No moss. And that's the whole coating thing. You know, if you like it, great. I am not downing it. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. But if you looked at my guitars, sweat goes all over them. Everything is rusty. By the time, and I'm lazy, so you give me some coated strings. They say, oh, they last 5 times longer. By the time I change my strings, they're gonna sound like utter crap with busted, corroded stuff all over them. Why? Because, well, I spent $25 on a set of strings. Do I want to change them? No, I gotta get this 50 cents out of it. Am I wrong? Are you right? It's just whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. Yeah. I'm gonna try to save as much of a dollar as I can, because I'll take the money that I saved buying cheap strings, put it in my gas tank. It'd be nice to actually be able to have some money to get some more lights, because I really enjoy having lights. I would like to upgrade lights to such a point that we wouldn't have to bring the old lights. Wow, that was super loose. The tuners are so loose. It's weird. You gotta have them just a little bit loose, right? But you don't want them too loose. Hello, Smith Bella, whoever you are on TikTok. I like TikTok, but I'm a follow back, and most of these ones that are taking the time to, you know, try to invade my personal space, they don't know that I'm trying to get to know folks through guitar and music, as always. I don't know. Anyway, I got thousands. I'm kind of doing like I did on Facebook in the beginning, but I just don't reply back. So if you're actually on there and you want replies, you know, follow me on Facebook. You know, I do read the messages. They all say the same thing. Hey, handsome, what's your name? Where are you from? Come on, man. Chick, dude, you know, supposedly whatever neutral now. That sounds better already. But I just don't reply back to that stuff. Ain't my first rodeo, man. Some folks just leave them hanging, right? I'm lazy enough to, but I'm telling you, if I poked some pretty lady in the eye that was asking to hear Free Bird and had, you know, some money in her hand or something, and I poked her eye out with that, first off, it could really ruin everything. Second off, I'd feel really bad. So I just don't do it. Even so, I'll even take the time to bend them down. You know what I'm talking about. Them strings. And you know, if you cut them too short, that ain't good either. But what's a man to do, huh? Really? This thing. I mean, really, this thing. I keep getting ugliness from people because I don't have nice teeth. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, I had bad teeth when I was young. I knocked 2 out on Christmas morning when I was 6 years old. I grew up absolutely hating my teeth, hating the dentist, hating everything about it. Ended up not going anymore, and then started using drugs. And I cleaned up. I've been clean for many years, you know, well over, almost 2 decades, might as well say at this point. You know, I'm a survivor. I should be dead. God's allowed me to be here today, and I'm thankful, because I could be dead. I still have enough teeth to eat a sandwich. It's not pretty. So if I offend you with, you know, the mistakes that I've made, I'll just try to find new ways to present myself. I will. But I'm going to be me too. If they show, they show. And you know what? Maybe one day I'll start something up and you guys can help me get teeth. Because I'll do it. I'm at the point now where I can get them all took care of, and it'll be good for my health. Because even today, I don't know if my teeth are related to my stroke or not. All systems point to long COVID, but once again, I don't know. You hear things, you read things, you try to put 2 and 2 together, and everything just feels like a big crapshoot. Everybody's holding on for the big lie too, including myself, you know. Oh, I'm gonna get better. I'll just pop these 10 pills every morning, and then one day I'll wake up and won't have no problems. That's a lie, you know. Oops. Already. I mean, seriously, already starting to sound better. Oh, come on. Tell me this guy doesn't move. it was set pretty happy earlier. I'm just gonna leave it. It's gonna be buzzy anyway. I guess my cat just found his way home. One less thing to worry about. I would say everybody say, hey Boots, but you're in another time and dimension. But you're actually lucky enough to be in the Matrix, so. Hey Boots. Oh, that was cool. He said hey for you guys, and me too. So, back to what we were doing. I got 3 more strings left. Dang. Guess it's gonna end up being a, you know what? It just makes sense. We're gonna stop here and I'll make a second video. So don't go nowhere. Be right back.